The storm over tariffs has cast a long shadow over UK industry, hitting business confidence, undermining investment. But now, for the first time in months, a breakthrough. Britain's trade agreement with America welcomed by the Bank of England. Fresh from cutting interest rates, the governor said it could help turn the economic tide.
Well, I'd say I think it is good news that the UK and the US have a trade agreement. My message to the people who've done it is, well, congratulations. I mean, I know it's been a lot of work, a lot of intense effort. It's effort that was well worth it, put it that way. I hope it gives a message of greater confidence in the world trading system, that we can start to sort of build it up and build it back. Because I'm a great believer in the benefits of trade.
Do you think people will notice it?
Well, I think they will notice that it's happened. I hope that it's the first, in a sense, it sort of paves the way, if you like, into a lot more of this to come.
Read between the lines, though, and the message is this agreement itself might not make that much economic difference, which is borne out when you actually look at the numbers. So how much of the UK exports to the US get to escape all of the tariffs? Well, this is showing you all of the stuff we exported to the US over the last 5 years, £273 billion worth. Of that, look, cars, it's over there. It's just under £30 billion. So that's the single biggest chunk, and that obviously does benefit from this. Then you've got steel and aluminium. You can see it's a lot smaller, but nonetheless not insubstantial. Jet engines, so Rolls-Royce jet engines, they will escape some of the tariffs. Some of that 0% tariffs, £17.3 billion. But something like beef, which has had so much attention, beef, it's tiny. It's only a few million. And then you've got other areas that haven't yet actually fully been negotiated, things like pharmaceuticals. That is a big deal. But even if you tot all of this stuff up and assume that it's not going to face those full tariffs, it still only comes to about £75 billion, which is just over a quarter of all of the UK exports to the US. Everything else, that still faces those 10% tariffs. In practice, British car makers will still be paying higher tariffs than they were last year. The difference is others will be paying even more.
Well, I think this is a matter of tremendous success, I think, for the UK government in being able to get a deal so quickly. And clearly there is a long queue, one that, for our case, supports the automotive sector. So there's a tremendous amount of, I think, relief in the sector, first and foremost. And I think this is a building block to develop, a closer relationship and deliver the economic growth that both sides want for the future.
For farmers, it's a mixed bag. More access to the US market, but also more competition from the American agricultural machine. So far, though, the UK agreement is only half a deal. Much of it, notably the part on pharmaceuticals, has yet to be finalised. Still, there's a bigger lesson here. The White House isn't just set on waging trade war. It can also make trade peace. This agreement, the beginning of a new chapter in a tempestuous presidency. Ed Conway, Sky News.